Elon Musk's Doge has claimed that 21 million US dollar was paid to Indian NGOs, and this was a money that was routed via USAID. This has set off a huge political controversy here in India, with the Bharatiya Janata Party accusing then UPA government of trying to subvert the democratic process. But the big question is, how was this money really routed to India? Scrutiny of websites of NGOs that work in India in the field of elections, NGOs who are associated with CEPPS, suggests that money reached CEPPS from USAID and then was routed to these NGOs. CEPPS, or the Consortium for Elections and Political Process Strengthening, was a consortium that was founded back in 1995. Three NGOs, International Foundation for Electoral Systems, or IFES, International Republican Institute, or IRI, and National Democratic Institute, NDI, were part of CEPPS. CEPPS depended on IFES, or the International Foundation for Electoral System, and the other two, International Republican Institute and National Democratic Institute, to fund various NGOs worldwide. IFES and NDI have collaborated with various NGOs and even signed an MOU with Election Commission of India. So they were in a way the arm of CEPPS, IFES and NDI were collaborating and taking forward whatever role the consortium wanted to play here in India. Now, former Election Commissioner of India, S.Y. Qureshi, confirmed through a social media post that in 2012, the Election Commission of India did sign a memorandum of understanding with IFES for training of election officials. He clarified that no financial transaction were part of this MOU. However, concerns are being raised if crucial election-related data available with the Election Commission of India was shared with IFES and the NGOs that they were funding, and if this data was then misused. Bharatiya Janata Party's Amit Malviya has alleged that this was an attempt at voter subversion. BJP has also claimed that IFES was linked to Soros's Open Society Foundation. NDI allegedly routed funds to another NGO, the Asian Network for Free Election, or ANFREL, which is also under scanner. Now, if you go through the audit reports, what is important to highlight here is that the websites of both USAID as well as the consortium, which is CEPPS, both their websites have been defunct ever since this controversy arose. So there's no way to go back to their websites and check how the funding was done, what was the source of the fund, where was this fund ultimately diverted to, who were the beneficiaries. So one has to depend on the websites of other associated NGOs, some of whom we just listed out, and other open source data available from various sites of the US government. Now, if you scrutinize all of them and look at the previous audit reports of these organizations, it seems that since 2008, close to $4 billion US have been routed from USAID to CEPPS, and this money has then been forwarded or routed to other NGOs. Indian government is yet to order an inquiry to flag off the corrupt practices as are being alleged, or the money laundering allegations, but the revelation has definitely added yet another layer of intrigue as far as the process of electioneering in India is concerned. Rahul Gandhi-led opposition has been raising questions about conduct of elections, be it in Maharashtra or in Delhi, whether the total number of voters in the voter list, have there been any addition or deletion, wrongful addition or deletion from these lists. And now BJP is questioning in turn if this attempt to subvert elections have been on since 2012. Of course, Congress has hit back and said that it's in 2014, it was the Bharatiya Janata Party government which came to power. So where does Congress, being any beneficiary, where does that question really arise? So we'll have to wait and see if the Indian government orders any kind of inquiry. If there is any violation of the foreign funding, then of course the main legal framework will be FCRA, the Foreign Contributions Regulation Act. These NGOs who have been allegedly receiving money from the consortium, NGOs which have worked with other NGOs here, two of them have been flagged off. We are not naming them, but these are big ticket NGOs known to have some credibility as far as election numbers are concerned, democratic reforms are concerned. It seems that money was routed to them as well. So since 2012, this alleged attempt to subvert is what BJP alleges. We have reasons to believe that since 2008, USAID was routing this money to various Indian organizations, and since their websites are defunct, we'll have to wait and see if an inquiry is ordered by Indian government to get to the bottom of all the allegations being made.